Hey everybody, it's Greg and it's another edition of Unbreakable, the podcast. It is Monday, March 18th. Hope you all had a great St. Patty's Day. My friend Bud is right here. You can't see him, but he is here, rest assured. My second banana, my sidekick and rocking machine. Bud. And of course, what would this show be without snaps? Plenty of snaps for the Bud student, right here. All right, today is the last day of winter, which is great. Oh, God, I can't wait. We've waited all this time, huh? For winter to be gone. But, why are things changing? When I was a kid, the first day of spring was always March 21st. And so the last day of winter was March 20th, right? Everything's different now. Tomorrow, first day of spring, supposedly, is March 19th. So, what is it? The sun? What's changing here? That everything's changing. Well, I'm happy though, because I can't wait for baseball, springtime, warmer weather. We got a taste of it last week when it was 77 degrees here in Pennsylvania for a few days. So winter can go to hell. I'm glad that it's over. Those people down under, Australia, South America, it's their turn to have winter time. Good. Let them have it. Let them have it. So, do I have to talk about this guy? Yes, I do have to talk about this guy. Trump, over the weekend, he started up more trouble again. He's talking about, well, if I'm not elected, there's going to be a bloodbath in the country. Of course, you can't say shit like that. That's wrong. And and of course, there's Republican wacky things saying, oh, he was talking about the auto industry. I asked, he wasn't talking. He's talking about bloodbath as in civil war. Oh, you know, wherever this guy goes, he talks violence and hatred. There you go, big guy. Do we really want that for another 4 years? Frankly, I'm kind of sick and tired of none like you guys. I want to move on, and I want our life to be positive, and I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. And we went through the pandemic together. We got through that, and now I want life to be good. Ah, anyway, now I can't figure this out. Can you think about this? Who is a fan of Adolf Hitler? Nobody. Nobody but the devil. Who is a fan of Adolf Hitler? Adolf Hitler was quite possibly, probably, the worst human being ever to live on Earth. I mean, he was a bad guy. And he got Trump talking about, Hitler, great. He did some great things. You know what? I can't stand this guy anymore. Get him out of here. Just beat him in the election in November, and then he's history. He's gone. Look at him. There's our Budster right there. I can see a little bit of him right there. So American Idol. I used to watch his show all the time. I loved it back in the day. Kelly Clarkson was the American Idol, Carrie Underwood, and they've gone on to great things. Nowadays, it sucks. It really does. I can't stand the show anymore. I tried to watch it. I really did. Every season, I start off saying, all right, I'm going to watch American Idol again. I'm going to rekindle the flame. And because it used to be one of my favorite shows. Not anymore. I think since they switched over from Fox to ABC, the show got worse. now it seems like it's a scripted show. Everything is scripted out. And if you cry, you have a good chance to make it on to the next round. All you gotta do is turn on those water whoops, you cry a little bit, and you make it, even if your singing sucks. No, seriously, I wonder about who they sent through, and I'm never a fan of these judges that they have now. You know, for all of his faults, Simon Cowell was the best judge ever on the show. Why? Because he held these kids, young people, to a certain standard. You know, people are going to pay good money to go and hear you sing. You're going to be on the radio. If you're going to put out records, well, damn it, you better be good. You know, and what we're seeing is that since Simon left, the quality of American Idol and see has gone downhill. Think about it. Who in American Idol has gone on the superstar since Simon left? Really nobody, right? I It's certainly not in the same stratosphere as Kelly Clarkson or Carrie Underwood. Huh? Here you go, big guy, big guy, big guy. And I attribute that to the fact that these judges don't hold these singers for a higher, uh, a higher level. I think it's like that in life, in our society as well. You know, we tolerate mediocrity instead of demanding excellence. You know, in movies, TV shows, uh, anything in life. You know, it's reached that point with American Idol too, where all right, if you're good enough, you're mediocre, we'll pass you. Oh, what the hell, you know? But so that's why I miss Simon Cowell, because it's a singing competition. It's not a popularity contest. And if you're good enough, you get through. So, I'll tell you about another TV program, The Bachelor. Have you been watching The Bachelor? Well, the current guy who's on The Bachelor, Joey is from my area. He lives about 10 minutes away, and he is a frequent visitor of one of the five favorite places on earth, the Collegeville Italian Bakery. And, not only do they have great food there, pizza, Italian food, great desserts. Oh, God. But they're very nice people. They're very nice. Steve, who runs the place with his wife, very, very nice people. So, Joey, even when he announced that he was going to be the next Bachelor, this was like last year. And this was on, all this season was already taped. So we didn't know who he picked or whatever, right? But he appeared at the Collegeville Bakery and did appearances. It's just kind of cool to have a guy like that in the area. So tonight happens to be the final episode of his run. And we're going to find out who he picked, if he picked anyone. And finally found out, why not? I mean, other guys were all engaged or married or whatever. I haven't really watched it because I'm not into that kind of thing, But Holly was watching it because Joe's a local guy. And she says that he wants to wait a while until he's married. Yeah, it's fine. Well, to me, I think since he's a big fan of the Italian bakery like I am, I think he should get married there, right? I mean, it's one-stop shopping. You get married in front of the pizza oven there, you take the pizza in your mouth, and then you have a reception right there. Everybody has pizza. What the hell? So we'll see what happens with him today, yeah? It's not gonna help. What else is going? Well, We talked about the Phillies. Now the Phillies will be, this is the last week in spring training. Thank God they're not starting the season this week, or else the Phillies would have to wear their heavy, puffy jackets out on the field. It's going to be chilly. And, but hopefully by next week, we're going to have some springtime weather again, like we had a few days ago. And I told you the other day, I gave you my predictions for baseball, right? Phillies to win the National League East, Cincinnati Reds winning the NL Central, Dodgers winning the NL West. In the American League, I have the Orioles winning the East, the Minnesota Twins winning the Central, and the Seattle Mariners, surprise, surprise, winning the American League West. And in the World Series, I'm taking Baltimore versus the Phillies. I-95 World Series, the rematch of 1983. And I'm not picking a winner yet. But I'm high on the Phillies because I think they need to break through sooner or later. Bryce Harper's in his prime. Trey Turner, Aaron Nola, Zach Wheeler, they're all in their prime. And Dodgers, don't get me wrong, the Dodgers are loaded with talent. But until I see them play, is the chemistry right? Well, no. And Atlanta, forget them. Atlanta, until they beat the Phillies in the playoffs, I can't take them seriously. And I'm very high on the Orioles. I know they have some injuries, but this Yankees, the evil empire. Yeah, gosh, screw the Yankees. No, Yankees have a lot of injuries too. Garrett Cole is out about a month or two with his elbow. Aaron Judge is hurt. So I look at it this way. The Orioles won over 100 games last year, and they're better this year. I think the Orioles win the American League East, and I think the Orioles win the American League. We get to the World Series. What else do we have? What we talked about now? Oh, yes. How can I forget? Monday is a movie day, and I always pick out one of the movies from a personal collection just to talk about a little bit. And maybe you'll want to check out some of these movies that I recommend. This is kind of I would say it's an unknown movie, but it is known. I think it flies under the radar. It's called Little Big Game. It's called. Well, there you go. That's Dustin Hoffman. Little Big Deal. This was filmed back in the 70s, and Dustin Hoffman plays this 121-year-old guy, and it's in Philadelphia's life. This guy, he was the lone survivor of Custer's last name. And it talks about his life in the Old West and his adventures with the Indians and his adventures, all the rest. It's a really funny movie. It's got a lot of twists and turns, and it's kind of compelling. It's kind of fascinating. You sit there, it's guy goes to interview this 121-year-old guy who's in a nursing position. And he's telling the story of his life, what a life. And it goes flashbacks, and it's really, I think, a cool movie. And Dustin Hoffman, no matter what you think about him, it could be a creep in real life, but in his heyday, he was a great actor. I mean, think about it. He did Midnight Cowboy, he did The Graduate, he did Kramer versus Kramer, which is one of my personal favorites. He did Tootsie. Dustin Hoffman was a hell of an actor back in the day. And this was just another one of his classic movies. Little Big Man. Little Big Man. That's what they, right, bud? That's what they call me and you. Little Big Man. So check it out. I think you'll be glad. It's a long movie, though, so be prepared. get your snacks, get your drinks. You might want to stop it in the middle for a bathroom break. Now, it's a long movie, but it's a good movie. It flows all the way through. There really aren't any dead spots in the movie. It's very entertaining, and as I said, it's a western, but it's got comedy in it and charm. And Hoffman's good. He's good in this movie, so check it out. Last thing. How about those Eagles, huh? Eagles, well, we're still in free agency, winding down. Draft was next month, and very interesting what the Eagles did. They signed Bryce Huff, took him away from the Jets, had 10 sacks last year for the Jets, and what Bryce Huff to play on our defensive line. And then Saquon Barkley, the running back, right? Took him away from the Giants. I mean, we're just taking stuff away from those New Yorkers. And Barkley was sort of a surprise, especially, Eagles, their MO over their history is not to pay running backs very big money. I surprised everybody by going after Barkley and getting him. I think he's going to be another weapon. I mean, not only to run the ball, but catch the ball out of the backfield. So it gives Jalen Hurts another weapon. But probably the most surprising signing trade, anyway, was Kenny Pickett, quarterback from the Steelers. And it's interesting because you look at Kenny Pickett, he's going to be the backup, of course. If Hurts gets hurt, well, you got a reliable backup. I don't mind throwing Pickett in there for a game or two to sort of hold down the fort. And he's still young enough that he may develop into a pretty good quarterback. Now, will he ever start with the Eagles? Who knows? Maybe Kenny Pickett needs to prove himself as a backup, and then he can move on to the starting role. I don't know about this Jalen Hurts, I mean, he's got to show me something this upcoming season. What a disappointment last year. Not just in his performance on the field, but the way he acted off the field. He sat on the bench. He looked like a zombie sitting there, like a deer in the headlights, sort of like dazed and confused, like he was out of it. I mean, what the hell? Is it coincidence that he got paid all that money last year before the season, and then he sucked during the year for the most part? I don't know. We're going to find out. But he certainly did not play up to MVP level this past season. So I think if he has another so mediocre year, the Eagles have to be a little concerned, and they may need to start looking for another quarterback in the draft. But until then, they will have Kenny Pickett, who I think could do a good job for the team. So let's see what happens, right? That was a surprise that they would get Kenny Pickett. Birds definitely need to adjust their defense. They did get a few defensive guys in the free agency. Gardner Johnson is back to play safety, which God knows we need. Of course, Bryce Huff. They got Devin White, linebacker, but they're going to need more. I think their top draft pick this year, they picked 22 in the first round. I think they're going to go for a quarterback. And I would be surprised if they drafted a couple quarterbacks for them. And Eagles definitely need to address the defense. Definitely. So we'll see what happens, huh? Football, as I said, has become a 366-day annual sport. We got our baseball, love our Phillies. Sixers, Flyers, well, okay. But Philadelphia really is the NFL football scene. And you could talk birds all the time because, the season ends and then you got free agents. Then you got the draft coming up. And then you got the schedulers released in May. And other people talk about that. And then all of a sudden you have mini camps in June. And then all of a sudden you've got regular training camp opening up in July. Before you know it, the preseason games. And then early in September, the season starts again. So the NFL is just constant. And people love it. They can't get enough of football. So we're always going to talk birds. That's for sure. All right, so I guess that's about it, right, bud? We had snacks. They were good. And we talked a lot of crap today. So we're going to get out of here and do some stuff. So you guys have a great, fun day. Have a great day. Have a great week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, Wednesday is our big day when we talk about the classic TV show of the week. And I have a show picked out that you're all going to know, you all love. And we're just going to talk a little bit about it and have some fun on Wednesday. So tune in to see what it is. See what show we pick. Right, bud? No, bud, it's not Lassie. It's not Lassie, bud. It's not Lassie. See you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Peace and love, everybody. Bye.